All right, what's going on, everybody? It's Max here. I figured I'm going to be on the channel a lot in the next couple months, so I might as well give you guys a quick in the bag. I got a lot of discs, so I'm going to try to get through this as quick as possible. Most of my bag goes from slow to fast and flippy to overstable, so it should all kind of be logical. All right, so the first two discs in my bag are my putting putters. These are Exo Hard Links. I used to putt with some old ones. These ones are brand new. I've only had them in for like a round or two. They're a little bit more rubbery than I'm used to, but I'm actually really liking them so far. Pretty stable, decently shallow, great putters. The next thing that shares that top pocket with them is my Proline, or my soft Proline breaker. These are amazing. They're kind of like slightly slower, slightly straighter zones. They're great for forehand and backhand upshots, comfortable in the hand. Absolutely love this disc. Moving on down, front pocket here we have my Toro.
You guys know it. You guys have seen it. You love it.
It's a fantastic disc. It's a Luster Proto Glow Toro. These are absolutely fantastic. They're decently stable. They're not the most stable Toro I've ever had, but they're really good, especially when it's not super windy and you need those nice controlled hyzer shots. Great disc. Moving down to my actual disc in here, my other throwing putter that I absolutely love is actually this Eclipse Atom. I just got this from the Space Race. Normally I have an Eclipse Watt, and I love those, but this thing is just slightly more stable. I can throw it really hard, and it goes incredibly far for a putter. Like, I've been throwing this thing like 300 to 315 feet on a good pull, and that's like 20, 30 feet farther than my Watt goes. So I've been loving this thing so far. Fantastic putter. Moving on, we've got my A2. You might be thinking, why do you have a Toro and an A2? Because this thing is stable. This is my go-to forehand upshot disc, especially if I'm in the wind in a lot of these open courses and that Toro just gets a little straight for me. This thing's a meat hook. It will never not do what it's supposed to do. Absolutely love this disc. Moving on to our mids here, it's a Fox. These things are super glidey. They're great for turnovers that you just never want to come back. Good for little patent pending scramble shots from a knee. They're just great discs. I've thrown some wacky forehands with them too, just high arching forehands. They are just really fun discs to throw. Next one in the mid ranges actually just went in the bag pretty recently, and this is a 750 M4. These are actually for a tournament that we're doing pretty soon, and as soon as I felt them, I knew it was going to go in my bag. But this lot kind of goes between like Hex, MD3, M4, whatever's feeling really good at the moment, and right now it's this M4. It's sweet, flat top, pretty overstable for an M4. I've been leaning on it a lot for just my straight hallway shots.
And also that tournament that Max just mentioned, we will be playing that on the 13th.
Yes.
Before we play that, we're doing a practice round out at the course, so you guys can see what kind of shots that we're going to be throwing, and just kind of see the course that we're competing at. Shouldn't be too much, but a good solid practice round to get out there.
Yeah, that's going to be a really fun course. Open, should be pretty windy. I've been practicing for it, and that A2 has been like the most important thing in the bag. Anyway, moving on. My two stable mids, I have this Balance that I just got recently. Super flat top. I won it as a prize in the Space Race, actually. Awesome disc. Just stable, controllable, decent amount of glide, never going to flip and turn for you. Just a workhorse of a stable mid. And then there's the ultimate mid fighter, which is the Deflector. Utility mid, but it does what it's supposed to do. Big skips, crazy overstable. Just a really useful disc. I've aced with this a couple times. It's just, it does the same thing every time, and sometimes you need exactly that. So definite workhorse. Moving on. We have, let's just do all of our fairways. I have a lot of fairway drivers. It's like half my bag. I love fairways of all different speeds, stabilities, all that. So starting from the slow ones, going faster and getting the overstable ones. Start out with my first run Cicada. I absolutely love this thing. It's flippy. I can make it turn the whole way. I can flip it up to flat and get a little drift and a finish. I can have it fly dead straight. Anything for a tunnel that's like like a low ceiling tunnel, 300 feet or more, it's almost always this disc. Amazing mold. Then we have my Climo Eagle. These Glow Eagles are just absolutely amazing. I throw them almost like my Firebirds. Stable, push up, ride a little bit farther than the Firebirds do. I can kind of manipulate them a little bit more, but just if you haven't thrown one of these, go get them because they are on sale right now for like $15. So like buy 5 like I did. Anyway, moving on. This should have actually been behind that, but I'll introduce it anyway. I have this cigar in my bag right now to kind of fit between that Cicada and that Eagle. This one's really sweet. Little bit of flip up, push dead straight, little bit of fade. Just kind of what cigars do. Awesome disc. Still trying to figure out if it's going to stay or if I can kind of make my Eagle do those things as it beats in. But we'll see. Right now, it's in the bag, and I still like it. So
And you guys know that I love a Cigara.
yeah, so that's kind of why I have to take it out of the bag. Because like, I don't want to,
yeah.
you know how he is.
Yeah.
Anyway,
All right.
moving on. My next fairway, moving up to 9-speed, is this beat-in iBlend Dynasty. This thing is amazing. It goes like 350, 360 for me. It flips up, has a little turn, gentle fade. It's almost like a super long flying version of that Cicada. One of my favorite fairways I've ever had. So if you haven't tried an iBlend Dynasty, they're just a dream to throw. Absolutely. It's so much distance, so easy. Going on up, we have this Halo T-Bird 3. It's a really old one. You guys probably seen me throw this thing. Glidey, pushy, not crazy overstable, but like decently overstable to the point where like it can fight wind, but it's not going to be like super stable in it. It'll fly really, really straight. This disc is just awesome. I found it. It hasn't left the bag since. Right now, these are both in the bag, and they're kind of fighting over the same spot. So it's like these are the next most stable fairways in my bag. It's either this Halo Thunderbird or this beat-in Firebird. Kind of interchangeable, but they're kind of fighting right now, so they're both in the bag. Then we got our 2 cap wraps. I love my cap wraps. It's one of my favorite molds ever. Slightly flippier, slightly more stable, together, unstoppable. Great discs. Then the distance drivers. Right now I have 7 in the bag. Well, Wraiths first, I guess. Not quite distance drivers. I love my Nathan Queen Wraiths. This one's beat into flippy. This one is, what?
Nathan, bro.
Oh,
I'm
oh.
Nathan Queen, bro.
But this has been in my bag for so long, and I cannot live without it. I've lost it and found it like so many times. It's one of my favorite discs ever. Then I have this old Madison Walker Wraith that is also fantastic. A little more stable than that one. It's a little bit more new. A little stiffer, still fantastic. Moving on up, I have 2 Hades. This is my really flippy Hades. This is like big turnovers or like rollers. And then I have this titanium Hades, which is actually kind of new in my bag, but it's weirdly stable. It's almost kind of like a straightish destroyer, but this thing is amazing. It goes really, really, really far.
Not a typical Hades.
No, that thing is just different. I don't know how to explain it. Then my 13 speeds, and you're like, Max, why are you throwing a 13 speed? You can only throw like 380 feet. It's because I want to. The first one is my Star Katana. This is like my big distance disc. This is the only reason that I can throw 400 sometimes. It's amazing. If you haven't tried one of like the recent katanas, they're more stable than they used to be, I promise. They're awesome. It's also my go-to distance forehand disc. I can get these things out to like 360 or 370 on a really good pull. Love this. Stable katana, Barsby, Proto Glow Halo. These things are sweet. And I had one of the ones from last year, the S-Line ones, or S-Line, the Star ones. Those were awesome. These are slightly straighter than last year's, but they're still bombers. Just same as that other katana, just fights the wind a little better. And then there's the Mac Daddy. We've got one of these Gavin Rathbone Halo bosses that I got from a year or 2 ago. It hasn't really been thrown a lot, so it's still ridiculously overstable. This usually fights like a Halo destroyer, but right now we've got Gav in the bag because why not, man?
And he's back in town.
Yeah, he's back in town, so to honor that, Halo boss in the bag. Aside from that, I just got the essentials, Bushnell speaker, bogey free bag, mini, which is actually the same. Shout out. Big towel. Always got to have a big towel. Small towels, never cut it. Granola bars. Ankle sleeve. Massage gun. What else do you need, man?
Ripped revenge cards, man.
Oh yeah.
We need ripped revenge
Beg-
cards.
You do need those. That's why we got them right here in the side pocket. I think that's just about it. Oh yeah. Everyone's got to have a phone. So yeah, that's my whole bag. Shout out Alani, not a sponsor. Thanks for watching, guys.